Hey guys, it's Kylie, and in today's video I have some pin trading tips. So these tips are going to be kind of based on the pins, so I'm going to show you which pins are like quote unquote the best to trade away and the best to find in the parks, and how to like kind of tell like whether your pin is real or not, what things call it to be a scrapper, which means that it's like a fake pin that the people in China, because they have the molds, make them, but they're not actually real pins that Disney has authorized to make. So I'm just going to go through all my pins and show you like what pins I like to trade away. And this is a little bit of this is opinion based, but what pins I like to trade away and then versus what pins I like to keep. So on this board right here, I have like these nerds right here. These two right here, these shoes, these cupcakes, those are called booster pack pins. They're the cheapest way to buy pins in Disney. So you get like between 5 and 7 pins for like $25 to $30. So it makes them like between like $3 and $5 a pin, depending on like the sales that are going on. So that's the cheapest way to buy pins. So those are nice pins. Even if you don't want to keep them, they're nice pins to just trade away. So obviously like I kept some of the characters I like, but then I'm just going to trade away the rest. So when I'm looking to trade, I'm obviously looking for like Chip and Dale because that's the character I collect. So whatever character you collect, when you're keeping your eyes out for the lanyards, definitely look for the character you want. But some things to really look for in a pin is like, is it multi-element? So like these ones have like, they're like 3D. So if you see something that's 3D or like really shiny, so like when I'm like wandering the parks and I see or like something just looks different, like this one looks different, I traded for that because it looked different, and it turns out to be I think it's limited release. Yeah, limited release. So like those are nice pins to always look for, like something like this that's like nice and cruise line logo with like a pin on pin. Elements like that usually mean that the pin is like special or not, like limited release, limited edition. So if you can catch any of that, like look out of the side of your eyes, that's definitely helpful to say, oh, I definitely want to trade for that. Like even this, you may not think about it, but that's limited edition, that one right there. So definitely like look into pins, but like if you see anything sparkly that you know is, you should probably trade for it if you're at all interested in, because it's limited edition. Even if you're not interested in it, if you're just trading away another trader, trade for it, because you could end up with somebody in the parks that wants to trade with you, that wants like, will take your limited edition pin for a limited edition pin that you actually want for your collection. So that's always a nice thing to do. Another thing to look for in pins, you can always trade them and then trade them back off, but it's, if you don't want to trade for scrappers, some people like to collect them. It's like kind of the enamel on the pin. So like this one, I don't know if you can tell, but it's very, it like dips in a little bit compared to like the Dale. The chip's very flat. This Dale dips in the paint, and the just paint smudges are like, you can't even trade these, but like things that like are chipped paint usually means that they're probably a scrapper. They're not a real authentic Disney pin if the coloring's off. So like even these ones are actually real, but like these two are scrappers because their coloring's a little bit different. I have the real ones, but I just actually like the coloring on the fake ones better. I mean, if you want to collect the fake one, keep it. Happily keep it, but just be aware that like you might not be able to trade it off with an actual person, because they're not going to want the scrappers, they're going to want the authentic ones. But like if the coloring's off, the paint's chipped, or has these big dips in it, a lot of times that could mean it's a scrapper. Not always. That means it's a scrapper, so you might not want to trade for that pin, but if you like the pin, keep it in your collection, go ahead. Because usually like the Disney pins are very clean on their paint and where they dip in and stuff. Like these ones intentionally dip in to show the balloon, but like stuff like that, you want to really watch that. So yeah, these are just a few tips I had when pin trading, just so you can get the most out of the pins you trade. So like trading for taking the cheapest pins that you can buy at Disney, and even trading them, looking out for like limited edition pins. Because not only does things have monetary value, so like the booster pins are just cheaper than the limited edition pins, things also have emotional value. So obviously you're not going to trade away your favorite character pin if you really like that pin for something that you're not as interested in. So obviously that comes into account. And then also what to look out for, so be careful on scrappers and non-scrappers. Just be aware that out there, and like especially like here's another one. This friendship boat, like the paint's all like scratched up. Sometimes that just happens over age, and sometimes if it's a newer pin, that's just how they usually means there's a scrapper and that you just were made separately. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other videos. I'm doing VEDA, so I'll be posting a video every day of April at 2 o'clock Eastern time, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell notifications, because the subscriptions not always showing up in the subscription feed based on what YouTube has said recently. So make sure you turn on the bell and hit always and show, and then yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.